Well, another update for you on the situation with the Pine Barrens and Wyandanch. It's really between Wyandanch and Pine Lawn. And as you see, these are the pictures we have. Pine Barrens here. We have Grasslands. Very important habitat. I've seen eastern tailed blue butterflies here. A very beautiful, beautiful place. And unfortunately, again, there's a plan to knock all this down and build warehouses, which is absolutely asinine. And I'll show you again where this area is. This is it right here. And it's off Little East Neck Road, Long Island Avenue, LARR tracks here. And I also want you to note that there is a water well over here right by the area. So this building here is not only going to be destroy habitat for wildlife and pine, and then kill pitch pines and all kinds of. It is also going to impact your drinking water because there is a Suffolk County Water Authority well right over here, and this is a water recharge area. I mean, how dumb can the town of Babylon actually be to actually consider this? So we have a news story from Newsday as well as the from News 12. So we're going to play the News 12 story first.
Flared tonight over a plan to build an industrial park in Wyandanch. And as News 12's Kevin Vesey explains, residents are split on the issue.
Would anyone support it?
Members of the Wyandanch and Wheatley Heights communities disagreeing tonight over a controversial plan to build an industrial park near Little East Neck Road and Long Island Avenue. Some say it would bring more traffic and harm their quality of life.
I had many concerns about this project, but my greatest concern is the truck traffic and the nitrogen dioxide and other pollutants emitted by a massive number of diesel trucks.
But others say it will lower taxes, create jobs, and bring economic opportunity to Wyandanch.
Wyandanch is starving. We need help. And if this is going to help us and give us some stability in our community,
it won't.
I don't understand why people don't even think about that part.
The proposed 1.5 million square foot development would include 9 buildings, 380 truck bays, and nearly 2,000 parking spaces. It requires a zoning change from residential to a brand new category called Planned Industrial Park 2, created specifically for this site.
The pines right there.
Tonight, the Babylon Town Board heard from dozens of residents.
When does it be considered to be overdevelopment? When it expands too much and starts encroaching on the residents, it's considered overdevelopment.
The construction of this park puts us in a specific space to compete. We don't have $1. We need $1.
Now, town officials say they are still reviewing this proposal, and a decision on whether the industrial park can move forward will be made in the coming months. Outside Babylon Town Hall in Lindenhurst, Suffolk County.
So, I mean, it's incomprehensible that they would consider, and of course, once again, they don't talk about the environmental impact at all. I have another article for you, though, luckily, from Newsday, so hopefully this is a little bit better than what's happened here. And here's a picture of it. Unfortunately, there is a southern pine beetle outbreak, which they actually are showing, right? They took this picture, unfortunately, this area here. I can show you. We're going to have to go back a little bit, but unfortunately, there is a southern pine beetle outbreak. Of course, yeah, right here in this spot right here. All these pines are pretty much dead now. But there is a southern pine beetle outbreak in this particular spot where they're showing here. So it says the industrial park has been proposed for 100 acres of wooded land that runs from Little East Neck Road east to North 28th Street and from south of Circle Drive to Long Island Avenue in Wyandanch. So the town of Babylon will hold a public hearing. They have already held it Monday night on a new zoning code that would allow a proposed 100-acre industrial park in Wyandanch to move forward. Bristol Group, based in San Francisco, has applied to construct Suffolk Technology Park on 100 acres of wooded land owned by Pine Lawn Memorial Park that runs from Little East Neck Road to North 28th Street and from south of Circle Drive to Long Island Avenue. So it's owned by Pine Lawn. And Pine Lawn is looking to sell it. Pine Lawn is a cemetery. So they want to build this next to a cemetery where people are supposed to be resting in peace. All right? That is absolutely preposterous. The plan calls for 9 one-story buildings with up to 40 companies and 384 truck bays. Although situated in Wyandanch, the site abuts a Wheatley Heights neighborhood and a historic black and indigenous cemetery owned by Pine Lawn. Babylon doesn't have a zoning code for industrial parks. The town's planned industrial park District 1 code, which was adopted in 1980, is only for a North Amityville industrial park. The purpose of creating the planned industrial park District 2 is to promote sustainable economic growth, stimulate job creation, foster innovation, and create a well-planned and coordinated technology, business, and industrial park development according to the new code. The park will drive economic development, significantly increase the local tax base, as well as locate a significant number of jobs in the local Wyandanch area. There are already tons of industrial stuff over there, all right? It's just going to make it more of an industrial wasteland than it already is. And they're trying to, all right, let me finish the article. While Bristol has not said what companies will be tenants, the code requires that the use of the site be limited to light industrial establishments in which the principal activity shall be the manufacture, immediate processing, or assembly of goods or similar operations. Also allowed is warehousing, storage, and food and drink preparation, as well as professional and job skills training, vocational training, industrial, medical research and development, scientific research and development, the code states. Other uses defined in the code would be allowed with a special exemption permit, such as a child care facility or a health club, commercial kitchens, and printing facilities. The manufacture, disposal, or storage of hazardous materials not allowed on the site. Brian Weber, the Melville attorney representing Bristol, emailed a statement to Newsday that noted how the company has been working with the Wyandanch School District and civic groups from both Wyandanch and Wheatley Heights for 3 years. He noted more than $2 million package of givebacks for both communities that includes money earmarked for scholarships, renovation, and beautification projects. Of course, they're trying to pay people off. The Suffolk Technology Park presents a unique opportunity to turn on tax vacant land currently used for illegal trespassing. Hiking is illegal trespassing now, and serving as an attractive nuisance to the community. Into a designated quality job center and economic development resource, which will benefit the entire surrounding community. Town officials have previously said there would be no further public hearings related to the proposal before the town board, but because a new zoning code law is required for the industrial park, a separate hearing had to be held. What was planned was to have public hearings for these projects specific issues altogether, but the change in the code is separate from the project specific to Bristol. It's an overall code change. He said he does not anticipate the board voting on the code Monday night. Wheatley Heights residents opposed to the project have repeatedly showed up at town board meetings to ask officials to reject the park. They cite water, light, and sound pollution, increased traffic, and an overall decrease in the quality of life as prime concerns. Elena Astad, sorry if I can't pronounce your name, Astobi, a Wheatley Heights resident who spoke at Wednesday's town board meeting, told Newsday she is anxious about the code vote. If it's rezoned, then that's the end. That means that they're absolutely going to go ahead with this project, she said. We've gone through all the reasons why this is an awful project, how it's not environmentally sound, the traffic. We all keep repeating ourselves. The public hearing, took place today at 5:30 in Lindenhurst at Babylon Town Hall. So, and again, this would be incomprehensible. If they wanted to build this in the village of Babylon, no way. All right, look. They even when the state wanted to propose a few apartment buildings, they just decided, well, we're gonna stop that. But it's okay to dump all this industry, and they want to put the northern part of the town as an industrial wasteland. Why? Because it's not lily-white finance professionals. It's mostly people of color, mostly people of lower income, and they are trying to. This is actual environmental discrimination. Where is the governor on this? Where is the state on this? Where is Suffolk County and Ed Romaine on this? And Ed Romaine usually somebody who really cares about the Pine Barrens. And I'm hoping maybe Suffolk County could step in and stop this. But this is a horrible idea, because not only because it's going to kill a lot of beautiful pines, because it's right next to the cemetery. I mean, what about all the people in the cemetery? They're supposed to be resting in peace, and they're going to build this right next to a cemetery. Not to mention there's a little indigenous cemetery right here. that's right next to the property right here. I mean, this is incomprehensible. Incomprehensible. It really is. And it really is. It's just an outright. So I'm going to show you again the area here. We'll go on the street view. Yes, this is where they were. This is the November 2025 street view there. Ooh, some nice colors there in the oaks. But it's a beautiful area. It really is a beautiful, beautiful area, and it really is think of the traffic that this is going to put on this one-lane road here. And there's already a lot of traffic on this road. So, again, this is the area right here that you have. It's owned by Pine Lawn. Pine Lawn should not be selling it. What Pine Lawn should be doing is they should be donating it, or they should. The state or the county should purchase this as an open space preserve. That's what should happen. That's what would happen if we were sitting in New Jersey, or if Long Island was part of the state of New Jersey, or Suffolk County was run like Ocean County. That's what would be happening. But instead, we don't have that sign. Of course, they've got the private property sign because they really don't want people going in there now and trying to document the wildlife. And I'm sure that I'm worried about getting harassed because I want to go back here, and this is going to be a place that could be lost forever. And it's just incomprehensible that they can think about doing this when there's already so much development already, and it's the same corrupt town of Babylon that's out there protecting the quality of life for the people in Babylon Village, the snobs there. But it's okay to knock down the woods here. It's okay to destroy the environment here. They don't care. We've seen how they don't care about Deer Park at all. So it's going to be the same thing all over again. And this is North 20, so I'll show you what it looks like from this side as well. All right. So see, I mean, this is and there's a water pump station right there. I mean, you're literally going to pollute the water. I mean, by building this here. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, this is like the worst possible place to put such a project. I mean, sir, there are so many other better places to put such an area. First of all, we already have industrial parks in Babylon. Look at all the industrial stuff we got over here too. By the way, all right, you have that, and the one in North Amityville they're talking about, I believe, is this one over here, New Horizons. You already have New Horizons over here. I mean. And they're like, oh, it'll improve the community. This area here is as dangerous as it's ever been. What a bunch of bull. So, I mean, this is unbelievable. And honestly, they shouldn't consider this. They should reject it. The town of Babylon needs to reject it. And if they don't, I think that the state needs to step in and stop them from doing this. Or the county. But something has to be done to stop this destruction of these woods, because it's going to be detrimental to the environment. Like I said, it's incomprehensible that they could even consider this, knowing about the city. There's already a park nearby. Just to have this as an open space preserve for people to enjoy nature, and also for people who to visit this indigenous cemetery. This is an indigenous cemetery. People, they deserve to rest in peace. And they want to build this right next to that? Are you kidding me? This is one of the worst development ideas I have ever heard in my life. Really.